Right now, new details about a Juneau County shooting that left a former judge dead. How Governor Evers is responding to the alleged attack.
And if you're heading out the door this morning, you're going to need the rain gear. We'll tell you the latest coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, and thanks for joining us on News 3 Now. I'm McKenna Alexander. Let's go ahead and send over to Julian Seawright for a look at your Sunday forecast. Julian, I saw a little hint of color on the horizon there, but how long is that going to last?
Oh, that is gone already.
Oh, man, never
As
mind.
we can see, yep, it is gray, and we are looking now at fog starting to produce itself here in Madison as we continue throughout the rest of our morning. But on top of that, we are still looking at some light showers that are going to continue to linger throughout much of the morning, but we will start to see it end as we get closer to the lunchtime hour. But folks, as the temperatures start to continue to warm up, we are going to continue to see a bit of that fog throughout the early parts of our morning hours until we get into the later part of today where it will start to clear up for us. But this is what we're seeing on our radar as of right now. Throughout much of Dane County, we're looking at showers, but that's stretching its way all the way up into the Dells and even towards Princeton and Camp Douglas. So we're going to be looking at that system throughout much of this morning as it's going to continue to linger, but it will, once again, end by the time we get into this afternoon, especially towards the early part. Around lunchtime, we're going to see temperatures start to warm up. Cloud cover will break just for a moment, but as you can see, getting into the later part of today, we'll start to see cloud cover return, and on top of it, another round of some showers and potentially even seeing a thunderstorm or two as we get into the later part of this evening. We'll be timing this out in just a few moments, but until then, back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. We have breaking news from overnight this morning in Philadelphia. Police there say at least 3 people are dead and 14 others injured after several active shooters shot into a crowd. Investigators with the Philadelphia Police Department say just before midnight, officers heard gunshots before witnessing at least one person open fire on a group of people. Officials say at least 2 guns have been recovered from the scene, one of those with an extended magazine. Now, this is a developing story. Stick with News 3 Now for any ongoing updates. Here in our area, we're learning new details about the suspect who police say shot and killed a former Juneau County judge. Court records show in 2015, Judge John Romers had previously sentenced 56-year-old Douglas Udy to 6 years of prison and 9 years of extended supervision after being charged with armed burglary. Udy would continue to have run-ins with the law up until 2020, including escaping a minimum security facility in 2006. And the most recent of those run-ins at about 6:30 Friday morning. That's when police were called to Romer's home in New Lisbon after receiving a report of an armed person and the sound of gunshots coming from inside. Law enforcement found the 68-year-old former judge zip-tied to a chair and shot to death. Authorities tried unsuccessfully beforehand to negotiate with Udy, who was still inside the home. But just after 10 a.m., a tactical response team did find Udy in the basement, suffering from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Life-saving measures were performed, and Udy was taken to a local medical facility where he still remains in critical condition. Now, Romer may not have been Udy's only target. Investigators say they found a hit list in Udy's vehicle, and the Associated Press has confirmed both Governor Tony Evers and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell were on the list. A spokesperson for the office of Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer confirmed she's also on the list. Investigators don't believe anyone else is in danger, but that investigation is still going on. We're also learning more about former Judge John Romer's career. He was first elected to the Juneau County Circuit Court in 2004, then re-elected in 2010 and 2016. While on the bench, Romer presided over some high-profile cases, including a 2017 case where a local village president was convicted of 22 counts of sexual assault. Romer resigned in 2017, citing his wife's declining health. And new this morning, we're hearing the governor's response to the shooting.
It makes me feel ill that somebody that devoted his life, or a good share of his life, being a jurist in the state, in rural Wisconsin, and that's hard work, to be targeted like that. It makes me, frankly, sick to my stomach.
You can follow along with the latest information on the shooting over on channel3000.com. There you'll find several articles about the incident, as well as more details on the suspect's criminal history. Back in Dane County, the local Moms Demand Action Chapter continuing their Wear Orange weekend at the Farmers Market in downtown Madison. Saturday, the group had their own table at the market where they spent the morning urging people to wear orange as a reminder of all those who've died at the hands of gun-related violence. We spoke with a leader of Moms Demand Action on why this weekend means so much to them.
A lot of people are ready to do something. We're ready to see change, and I feel like we have a lot of momentum right now. And it's great because it really takes all of us. It takes every single person to get on board.
This tribute began in Chicago 8 years ago in honor of a teenage girl that was shot and killed while she was at a playground back in 2013. Her favorite color was orange. Across the nation, there have been at least 23 mass shootings in the U.S. since the horrific mass shooting inside an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, just 12 days ago. That's according to the Gun Violence Archive, which defines a mass shooting as a shooting that leaves at least 4 people dead or wounded, not including the shooter. At least 3 mass shootings happening within the last 24 hours, something that has many demanding change now. Cole Higgins reports.
In Phoenix, Arizona, police investigating an early Saturday morning shooting that left 9 people shot, one of those dead.
There was a large gathering of people at the strip mall, somewhere possibly near 100 people, some sort of a party there at the strip mall.
To the southeast in Houston, Texas, police say at least 3 people shot Saturday morning after a suspect opened fire from a U-Haul truck outside of a nightclub. A woman and 2 men ranging in age from 32 to 50 transported from the scene after 4 a.m. In the Midwest, Omaha, Nebraska police are investigating a shooting from Friday night. Authorities there say at least 1 person is dead and 3 others injured from gunshot wounds. And in Chesterfield, Virginia, just south of the capital city, Richmond, 1 person is dead and 5 more injured after a Friday night shooting. Police say more than 50 shots were fired.
I have a 4th grader that was in the room next door that's terrified.
And in Uvalde, Texas, a traumatized community reeling from the 21 lives lost after a gunman entered Robb Elementary School a week and a half ago. Parents demanding answers from the school board.
My niece died. I have a 6-year-old that just told me, I don't want to go to school. Why? To be shot? We want answers to where the security is going to take place.
I'm Cole Higgins reporting.
On Thursday, the House Judiciary Committee approving a wide-ranging package of gun control legislation called the Protecting Our Kids Act. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announcing the full House will vote this week on the act. However, the measure is not expected to pass the Senate amid widespread GOP opposition to stricter gun control. Coming up in 3 minutes, get a look at the dozens of area bikers that hit the trails this weekend to celebrate Pride Month. We'll be right back.
This summer, prime rib is the star. Bite into the new Primal Angus Thick Burger at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion in theaters June 10th.
Bedtime. I love bedtime.
The thin, sweet bite to end the night. Oreo Thins.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Our craftsmen begin each day perfectly seasoning our Hillshire Farm smoked sausage so that you can end each day crafting a perfectly delicious dinner. Hillshire Farm, made right on the farm.
The best leaders don't just forge ahead, they adjust. Bad Boy Mowers has made adjustments at every turn, including our revolutionary 3-link suspension. Built tough and designed for superior performance and speed. Adjust the seat, handles, and pedals however you want. And as for Bad Boy's rebellious spirit, well, that hasn't adjusted at all. Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV, because custom orders receive priority. You'll get an extra 1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 41 combined MPG in an Escape Hybrid? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it. Choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months plus 1,000 retail order cash.
Traffic is horrible.
Great. Time for another one of these.
Bite into the new Primal Burrito or Biscuit with prime rib at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion in theaters June 10th.
And though we are starting to see some fog dissipate a little bit here in Madison, we are still looking at some fog in itself, placing itself in southern Wisconsin. Actually, it's starting to increase even more so as we continue to take a look outside. In addition to that, we are looking at some drizzle that continues throughout much of our morning hours. So if you're trying to head outside, just know, be careful when traveling because it's going to be foggy, and we are looking at wet and soggy conditions here in Madison. Now, here's a look at our visibility. Around 3 miles here in Madison, but areas to the north from the Dells and Camp Douglas are even at even lower visibility rates as right now. So those who are traveling into the north, just make sure that you are once again taking it slow and using your low beams and just being careful throughout the morning hours. But aside from that, we're going to be needing the rain gear throughout much of the morning. We are looking for a break as we get into the early afternoon, but that'll be the best time if you're going to do anything outside for a little bit of some dry conditions until we get into the later part of this evening, where we're looking at a return of some more showers for us. We'll be timing that out about those impacts that will be carrying into our new work week coming up in a few moments. Until then, back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. Despite the cloudy skies this weekend, there is still plenty of rainbows in Madison. In fact, a rainbow display on wheels in downtown Madison, helping kick off the first weekend of Pride Month. Saturday afternoon, hundreds of bike riders from our area took to the streets and bike trails as a part of National Pride Ride. Talia Modine has the story.
Madison cyclists are pedaling for a cause.
Seemed like a cool opportunity to get out and talk to new people.
In a city where getting around on two wheels is pretty common.
Just a lot of people that want to ride around, have a good time, and take care of the earth while they're doing it. Yeah, it's kind of got that like little bit of punk rock vibe to it, which is really awesome.
The focus here, led by Trek Bicycle, not on competition or even exercise.
Nice casual bike ride through the city.
But instead, celebrating the history and contributions of the city's queer community.
There's lots of people out there who identify with that, and it's just very powerful to, I don't know, feel seen and heard in that way.
More than 500 people in rainbow-colored clothes waving pride flags.
So we've got all the LGBT plus QIA colors on there.
Riding through parts of downtown, hoping to highlight the members of Madison's bike community who aren't always recognized.
Just remind everybody that it is part of the values that the bike community in Madison has, is that everybody should be included, everybody should be accepted for who they are and who they love and how they want to be.
A pride ride marked with joy.
The more events like this, the better.
New friends and time with family. In Madison, Tahrir Muhiddin, News 3 Now.
The Pride Ride was co-sponsored by the Madison Forward soccer team. At the halfway mark, participants got a chance to hang out with players before heading back to Breese-Stevens Field for happy hour. And running for a good cause, that's what plenty of people did this weekend during Saturday's UW Carbone Race for Research event. The annual cross-country race takes place at the Thomas Zimmer Championship course and helps raise money for cancer research. Family, friends, and those who have survived their battle with cancer gather every year to participate or watch the race. We get a chance to speak with an event organizer on why this is such a special event.
It's really, again, an opportunity for so many of us that are touched by cancer to really come together, work together on how we can defeat cancer through research, education, patient care.
This race is a part of the week-long fundraising effort by American Family Insurance. For more information on how you can get involved, head on over to our website at channel3000.com. And Wisconsin's first festival dedicated to nothing but cheese curds has announced it will return for the 9th year this summer. Curd Fest will be held on Saturday, July 23rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at Madison's Breese-Stevens Field. The free event will feature all kinds of curds as well as food trucks, family-friendly games, and of course, a curd eating contest, which I'm going to make Julian participate in. For more information on this year's fest, head on over to our website. And if you were out and about by the Capitol Square Saturday, don't worry, you weren't seeing things, because this weekend marked the annual Cows on the Concourse event. For over 40 years now, the dairy farmers of Wisconsin have been bringing cows and calves to the square in honor of June being National Dairy Month. The event focuses on the important role the dairy industry has in maintaining Wisconsin's economy.
Dairy is a huge part of our economy. There's so many people involved in jobs within dairy in the state of Wisconsin, and we have so many families that farming is their livelihood.
There were a number of different events to choose from on the concourse Saturday, including the Cow Zone, Big Cheese Zone, a scavenger hunt, as well as a fitness area. Still ahead, before the hot summer months, learn the best ways to protect yourself. Coming up, I sit down with Dr. Rupa Shah to find out what you should look for in a sunscreen and the smartest ways to apply it. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol. Julian's tracking rain chances for your forecast just ahead.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
I know this looks like your typical narrow escape, but this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Get the 2022 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday! Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $10.99, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Here's 3 words you might not expect to hear together. Atkins, nacho, chips. Everything we want in a crunchy, cheesy chip, including the orange fingers, and protein, all without a ton of net carbs. Seriously, nothing short of a miracle.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message, because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
You can get your smile back today. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
At ADP, we use data-driven insights to design HR solutions to help you engage and retain top performers today, so you can have more success tomorrow.
Need to know what the traffic is like before you hit the road? Get the Channel 3000 app now, and I'll tell you where the trouble spots are and how to get around them.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
I know this looks like your typical narrow escape, but this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Get the 2022 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, as we're waking up this morning here in Madison, we are starting to see that fog really starting to place itself here in Madison as we're kicking things off this morning. We'll start to see that lift as we get into the afternoon, but for right now, folks, be careful if you're going to be traveling, as we will start to see visibility be obscured as we continue throughout the morning hours. 57 degrees as of right now with some lingering showers in Madison, and it feels a bit muggy as well as we're waking up, but as we see throughout southern Wisconsin, areas just north and to the northeast are having lowered visibility with that fog being placed for us, and of course, that's where we are starting to see that rain continues to linger for us in those areas. But as we're planning out the rest of today, our best chance for us to see some breaks in the rain is going to be into around the lunchtime hour in our early afternoon. We're going to be looking for that break of some dry period for us, and temperatures will start to rise just into around 71 degrees. May see a little bit of cloud cover start to break as well, but for the most part, it's going to be mostly cloudy for today, and we're going to be seeing that rain return as we get into tonight. But again, here's what we're looking at on our radar as of right now. Starting to see those showers showers just right across upper areas of Dane County, and it's going to continue to track itself east throughout the rest of this morning until we get into the later part of today. But until then, folks, we're going to start to see these stationary frontal boundaries continue to funnel precipitation for us throughout the rest of our Sunday night and carrying into our Monday as well. But this is what we're going to see in terms of timing it out. Again, our best chance for us to start to see a dry slot for us will be around noon as we get into the early part of our afternoon as well. Not going to be looking at much in terms of rain until we get into around the dinner time hour. Then we're going to see another round of some showers and potentially could even see a thunderstorm start to make its way in. But for tonight, we're definitely looking for a good chance of seeing some thunderstorms, especially around Madison and into Greene and Rock counties. Then as we wake up into our morning, just make sure Monday morning that you have your rain gear, because we are going to be looking at some widespread scattered showers and even some thunderstorms as well as we're waking up. And that's going to carry itself until we get into our lunchtime hour. Then we will start to see drier conditions going into our Monday night. But aside from that, we're going to be looking at another really heavy dose of some rainfall here in southern Wisconsin, especially from areas into Madison and south near the Illinois state line. We're going to be looking at close to 2 inches of rainfall for some areas. And then on top of that, folks, our next dry period will be Tuesday, but then we're looking at more rain coming into our Wednesday. So we do have a few chances of seeing some rain throughout next week, but we're also going to be holding on to the 70s. So it's going to be cool. We're going to be seeing some showers. It's going to feel a bit more like spring instead of summer throughout the next few days. So this is what we're going to be looking at in our 10-day forecast. Temperatures aren't going to be warming up too much until we get into about next week. But aside from that, folks, it's going to be pretty wet, soggy, so make sure you have your rain gear nearby, but also enjoy the 70s while we have them.
You know what I thought of? What? I don't know where my umbrella is. I don't really know where I know where one rain jacket is, not my favorite one. I have my rain boots.
Ooh,
yeah.
So you can go skipping in puddles.
I'll go skipping in puddles Monday morning.
Just like you're 5 again. Yeah.
Yeah. I can do it if I'm 25 too.
Hey, it's only 20-year difference.
Yeah, that makes me sound old now. Okay. All right, I'm done talking to you. Thanks, Julian. It may be fairly cool today, but temperatures are only going to get warmer as summer approaches, which means it's good to stock up on sunscreen ahead of time. But next time you're looking at the dozens of brands on a shelf, be prepared with some tips on how to choose the best type for you and your family. Now, I sat down with Dr. Rupa Shah to find out what ingredients are best. Today, Dr. Rupa Shah, a family medicine physician with SSM Health and Wellness Coach, joins us this morning to talk about protecting our skin as we're finally seeing more sunshine and warmer weather, Dr. Shah, which I know we've all been waiting for it. Now's obviously the time to start slathering on that SPF. So what should people be looking for in their sunscreens?
Yeah, so the main thing you want to look for is an SPF or 30 or higher. That's really key to get good sun protection. And then you want to look for a few key ingredients, things like avobenzene, titanium dioxide, zinc oxide. These ingredients all work a little bit differently, but all of them provide really good sun protection. Look for something water and sweat resistant, especially if you're going to be doing any exercise in the water. And then the key is always, we always say this, but reapply. You have to reapply your sunscreen every 90 minutes to every 2 hours. So choose a formulation that you like, whether that's a cream, a powder, or a spray, but something that you like, you're going to be more apt to use it more frequently.
And now, along with sunscreen, what are some other ways people can protect their skin?
Yeah, so there's a lot of UPF rated clothing, so the more skin that you cover, the better protection you'll get. I myself always reach for my sunglasses to protect the skin around the eyes and the face, and a good wide brim hat can be really helpful too to offer additional protection.
Now, what are some signs people might notice that they realize, okay, maybe I should go ahead and get screened for skin cancer?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. If you have a family history of skin cancers, or you yourself have had an abnormal mole taken off in the past, you really want to be checking in with your physician for regular skin checks. We still go by the old adage of the ABCs of skin cancer. So A stands for asymmetry. Any mole that's changing and becoming irregular. B is border. If it's becoming notched or ragged looking, talk to your doctor. C is color. If it's not uniform in color anymore, if it's got some darker areas, maybe some red or white areas or black areas, that could be a worrisome mole. D is diameter. Anything bigger than the back of a pencil head eraser should be looked at by your doctor. And then E is evolving. Of course, any mole that you think is changing in size, color, or shape, get in with your primary care physician or a board-certified dermatologist.
All right, Dr. Shaw, some great tips this morning. Where else can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shaw.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Yep.
A new study published in the New England Journal of Medicine says a treatment used for diabetes may also help with weight loss. According to the study, tirzepatide may be able to help adults with obesity or who are overweight to then lose weight. In the 72-week study, participants were able to lose 15 to 20% of their starting body weight. The medicine did just recently get the stamp of approval from the FDA to treat diabetes, but study participants didn't have diabetes. Researchers say those with a family history of certain thyroid conditions should not try using this medication, though. Good news for parents. Sabot Nutrition has restarted production at its Michigan formula factory. The long-awaited news comes months after the company shut the plant down due to a contamination issue. The company will now begin manufacturing specialty formulas before it begins regular formulas. The Biden administration hopes that reopening the facility will help ease the nationwide supply shortage. However, Abbott says formula from the plant won't be showing up on store shelves for about 3 more weeks, meaning parents are still under high stress until then.
It's terrifying to think, what if I couldn't find her specific formula, because it's not like Chloe can just eat whatever is available.
In a statement, Abbott Nutrition reports it will ramp up production as quickly as it can. The number of monkeypox cases is rising in the U.S., with the CDC reporting there have been 25 probable or confirmed cases reported in 12 states. Officials are urging medical professionals to be on the lookout for possible monkeypox cases, saying they should encourage testing for the disease if they notice a rash. Their concern is it could be spreading on the community level. And new research is showing new variants are said to keep COVID-19 circulating at high levels throughout the summer, alongside a chance for those variants to escape immunity created by vaccines and past infections. Mandy Gaither has a look at the latest data and what health experts say needs to happen now.
New COVID-19 cases are down in the Northeast, but still rising in more than half of states as multiple offshoots of the Omicron variant now spread through the U.S. And recent research suggests that may keep case levels high throughout the summer.
Coronaviruses historically do not give lasting immunity, and that's the reason why with the common cold coronaviruses, we can get infected maybe a couple times a year.
The preprint research hasn't yet been peer-reviewed or published in a medical journal, but researchers who tested antibodies from the blood of vaccinated and boosted people and antibodies from those who'd recovered from a breakthrough COVID-19 infection found 2 of the latest offshoots are more likely to lead to breakthrough infections. Dr. Anthony Fauci says a new kind of vaccine is now needed.
You want a vaccine that if you administer it in a nasal or oral way, it will give you enough upper airway protection that not only will you prevent infection, you'll prevent transmission. And that's the major full court press that we're putting on now in the scientific community.
Fauci says current vaccines and boosters still provide a good amount of protection from COVID-19 hospitalization and death. 2/3 of the population is fully vaccinated with at least their initial series, but less than 1/3 have received their booster, according to the CDC.
Nearly 1 in 4 people in the U.S. now lives in a county with a high COVID-19 community level, where the CDC recommends universal indoor masking. Make News 3 a part of your
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Fed Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, the Mascot Theory, and Bev Killyman. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
This is how we do it.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone.
To all my neighbors, you got much flavor.
Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV, because custom orders receive priority. You'll get an extra 1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 41 combined MPG in an Escape Hybrid? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it. Choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months plus 1,000 retail order cash.
Okay, Floor and Decor, show me what you've got. Now this tile says spa day all day, but this tile says classic on glam. And this modern look, it's sleek yet chic. Okay, I've got it. Everything I need to pull this project together, and all at the perfect price.
At Floor & Decor, you can realize any aspirational project at an inspirational price. Because with an unmatched selection of high-quality products, all at everyday low prices, your bathroom upgrade has never been more you. Discover Floor & Decor today.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
The News 3 Now Call for Action team, getting results for you. When a local woman was taken advantage of by a car dealership, we took action and helped her get back nearly $10,000.
After going through you, it's just like, you can breathe.
Call for action, only on News 3 Now.
We're hitting the greens for the Geo's Garden Golf Classic. Join News 3 Now June 13th at Hawks Landing Golf Course. Proceeds help bring vital respite services to area special needs families. Register now at geosgarden.org.
And as we take a quick look at what we're going to be seeing over the next few days, just know, folks, make sure that you have your rain gear nearby. Because from today going into our Monday, we're going to be looking at rainy conditions to really stick around for us. But we will start to see a dry slot coming in as we get into our Monday afternoon and heading into Tuesday. But we still have rain chances throughout much of this week. But the good news is it's going to be cool for us throughout the next few days.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, Julian, and thanks for joining us this morning. We'll have more news coming up for you later tonight.